Alright guys, last week it was confirmed that Mohamed Salah has signed a new contract at Liverpool until 2025. So a 2-year extension on his current deal and a big pay rise. It's yet to be officially confirmed what wages he's on, but it's going to be higher than the £200,000 a week he's supposed to be on before the contract was agreed. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about, is it actually, like, were Liverpool sort of finessed into doing this, or is it a good move? Now, the most likely thing to happen if this contract was not signed is Salah leaves on a free next summer, but hopefully gives Liverpool one last season of really good football. I don't think that we're going to see Salah at Liverpool for another 3 years. I think what's most likely to happen is he stays this season, but Liverpool actually gets, a transfer fee for him next summer, and hopefully a good one as well. I think Liverpool next summer will, if we say Mo Salah's going to be 31, isn't he, in June next year? So for a 31-year-old winger, and by the way, arguably the best winger in the world, you'd be looking at 60 million, I think. So whatever Liverpool pay him, so say that Liverpool are paying him something like 20 million a year, which I don't think it'll be that much, then Liverpool have made a profit straight away on what they would have done. So for me, I think any pundit who's saying that Liverpool weren't right to offer Salah this contract because of the wages or whatever, I think it's just a bit silly. Now, obviously, the only negative to that is, will Virgil van Dijk, will Alisson, I was going to say Mane, but he's left, will Thiago, Alexander-Arnold, Fabinho, will they all look at that and think, well, he's on 2 or 3 times as much as me? I'm not happy with that. I'd like a pay rise, please. I've forgotten the name of Liverpool's technical director, Mr. Julian Ward. So yeah, that's the only downside to it. Will it destroy Liverpool's wage structure? But part of me also thinks that there might be a case of, if he's only gone with, if he's gone in a year, then most of Liverpool's players, I think, are on long contracts anyway. So I don't think there's going to be many contracts given out in the next year to any Liverpool players anyway, because from what I remember last year, Liverpool signed a lot of players down to new contracts. Virgil van Dijk was one of them, and there were lots of them, Jordan Henderson as well. So I don't think that should be too much of a problem. I think there's 3 players whose contract runs out next year. That's Roberto Firmino, Naby Keita, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, who Oxlade-Chamberlain definitely feels is coming towards the end of his time at Liverpool now. Same with, well, Naby Keita's just not hitting the heights that he was expected to when we signed him. He hasn't got progressively worse. He's just been average throughout his time at Liverpool and hasn't been fit enough consistently. He's spent a lot of time injured. And Firmino, I think we've seen a little bit of a decline from where he was in 2018. But I still don't think he's finished yet at Liverpool. I'd like to see him, given another couple of years on his contract, but I think with Firmino, with him that you're not going to put in the fee that you're going to get for Salah, 60 million. I think Firmino, the most you're looking at is probably 30, and that's probably the limit, to be honest, because he doesn't have that goal scoring records that is attached to him that all teams looking for a striker sort of want, really. Firmino is a very unique forwards. He would only fit into certain systems and fits into Liverpool's really well. So, yeah, I'd like to see him given another 2 years and just like maybe drop him into a number 10 role as like just another option in the squad, because we have got Nunez and Diogo Jota up front now. Or maybe it's just time to let him go. I don't know, to be honest. But that either way, if the three players that are running out of like time on their contract, I don't think it's going to be, you know, a nightmare for Liverpool if they do leave on a free next summer. So I don't think that's too much of a problem. So yeah, to me, I think it's the right thing to do for Liverpool, giving Salah the new contract, because you guaranteed another season of high level football on the right wing from the number 11. So yeah, to me, any pundit that's really saying, like, I've seen Gary Neville come out and say that Salah's played Liverpool. I don't think he has really, to be honest. He's held out for what he wants. He's got what he wants, or close to what he wants. But Liverpool have just taken their time in the proceedings and not wanted to rush into it and make a big mistake, potentially, like we've seen other clubs do with players who are turning 30, who are still very good players, but then it doesn't happen for them. So there is a risk in that if Salah doesn't perform next season, then Liverpool are sort of a bit stuck, aren't they? But I think Liverpool will have evaluated, well, is he going to keep performing? They know that Salah is like a dedicated professional. Like he is one of the hardest working players in the squad, has an incredible attitude. So I don't think there's that much risk to it, to be honest. I don't think it's the same as Aubameyang at Arsenal, like a lot of people could have compared it to. So yeah, for me, it makes perfect sense. Salah signing a new contract. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.